think we're trying to find and talk with the elves that we spotted in this week. See if they'd have something to say to Sabil.
Gods, those flames! And Voidwoken, here in our sanctuary! Our sanctuary!
Ask him to slow down. He's not making any sense.
The ancient Empire Consulate. We were swarmed by Voidwoken, and everything just caught fire. We couldn't quench it. What if someone is still there, and those monsters, my gods?
Yeah, Illusion isn't here to help him, but you are.
You'd go in there? Zol Stissa, bless you. Please, save what you can, who you can.
Yeah, after some other stuff.
Sabil's voice sounds from over your shoulder.
I would speak with Sahela, my kin.
Get her to do as she pleases.
Thank you.
Sabil, it gives me joy to see you. You continue to become the great Scion. This is good, for we stand on the edge of the abyss. Are you prepared for the coming war? The Mother is dead, and we are free of her terrible plan. The age of the Mother is over. The shackles of the past are broken. We shall take our rightful place in the new world. War is coming. We shall harrow the earth with the blood of humans, lizards, and dwarves, and from it a new forest shall grow. It gives me joy to see you, Sabil.
Sahela keeps her expression carefully blank. Sabil turns away. She looks troubled.
Ask her what she makes of Sahila's words.
Isn't it obvious? She's insane.
Marvelous magic, right at your...
The elves suffer, but the elves still stand. You have not seen the end of us. The Mother is dead, and the war of the races approaches. The elves shall stand. You shall not see the end of us.
Right.
She studiously ignores you. The elf raises her head and peers down her nose at you.
This is a place for scholarly pursuits. You do not look the scholarly sort.
Marvelous magic, right at your fingertips.
Call her on her haughtiness. What makes her think you're not educated?
You carry enough weapons and sundries to burden an over-muscled ox. And like most armored humans in arcs, your pursuits are not likely intellectual.
Not to the nearby elves. Are they with her?
Hardly. I cry for peace. They yearn for war. They stray from civilized thought, ignore the lessons and memories of the fallen. Strife does not unite us. It scatters us. I tell them, yet they do not hear.
Dismiss her arrogance and look through her inventory.
She nods silently.
Callistes. Level 20 boots. Finesse, wit, scoundrel, sneaking, thievery, initiative, immunity to knockdown, immunity to crippled, immunity to slowed.
Most marvelous
Sounds
magic,
good.
right at your fingertips.
The armor value, I think, is weak.
Most
Yeah, it has no magic
marvelous
armor,
magic,
makes
right
them
at
weak.
your fingertips.
On the other hand, it's because it's a normal pair of boots. It's not a armor specifically. Has no stats requirements. It's +8 initiative, 15% extra damage through finesse. and some immunities. Sabine has a decent amount of initiative already, so I'm not too keen on these.
Most marvelous magic, right at your
But they could be
fingertips.
used by others, and that's 6 initiative is a lot. I mean 8 initiative. 6 from initiative directly and plus 2 from wits. We could probably guarantee that the person who wears this is very early, if not the first one to start the turn. A tough fight that might make a massive difference.
Most marvelous magic, right at your fingertips.
I don't know. 18,000. Could be a little less for you, 15,000. I'll keep it in mind.
Most marvelous magic, right at your fingertips.
Welcome to Ark, stranger. Care to see a trick?
Palm a coin and reach behind his ear. Produce the coin with a flourish and a bow.
Well, it looks like you have a few of your own talents to share. The old gags are such delights, aren't they? I deal in the more arcane sort of magic. But there's also some magic in a little sleight of hand and a wide smile, as well you know.
Remark on the nearby elves. They seem unhappy, no?
Unhappy? Yes. They've been scattered by fog and wind to every corner of the world, and like most elves, these ones wait for something, someone. I suspect they pray for a salvation that may or may not arrive. As for me...
He waves his palm through the air. A trail of multicoloured smoke trails behind it to form a hazy rainbow. He then blows into the rainbow, and it dissipates into a dozen formless wisps.
I create my own happiness.
Find everything you wanted?
Fairly basic gear.
Academics and intellectuals only.
We might be missing some spells, but I don't think we're missing all that much. Acid spores.
Ancient knowledge, yours to claim.
My stuff will get you started at least. Merchant Roz and his pals, their stock's exceptional. Might want to check his place out once that wedding's over and done.
Merchant Ross didn't really have shit for sale.
Greetings, stranger. May the dawn greet you warmly, and the twilight guide you to peace. I've little for sale beyond the very history of the elven people. I sell not just goods, but memories. Wisely chosen.
Holy shit, he's selling unique body parts to be eaten.
Most marvelous magic, right at your fingertips.
Soft touch. Finesse, intelligence 5, memory 5, set atrophy. So you couldn't grants healing tears. But you couldn't wear a weapon, but you would get a lot of attribute points.
Marvelous magic, right at your fingertips.
Not sure if it applies to a shield. I mean, it's a good physical armor, good magic armor. But I don't think so. It seems like it might fit a very specific plan. Ooh, this is a good one. Our current weapon has memory and intelligence. This would have memory and intelligence and hydrosophists, and also an empty rune slot. We could use this in addition to the current one too. So give up the shields. For more Hydrosophist damage, 15% from intelligence, 10 from Hydrosophist. Extra memory isn't all that valuable at the moment though, but we can add intelligence bonus rune to this. Finesse and wits. Too bad this is a poison weapon, but this is a good one damage-wise. There's just so many undead. I don't dare to buy these. Level 19 two-handed axe. Fire damage only. Pure fire damage. Crafted in the forge of Tirsendelis himself, this axe strikes sparks from the very air. This is too easy to resist. But it's if we want, we could basically hit their weak spot with a two-handed weapon. Either attack the magical side or attack the physical side. Two-handed pyrokinetic spark. Set spark striker, sets bleed fire. Right, I think we should buy this and make it use as much energy damage as possible. The pyrokinetic will also raise the fire damage. One-handed sword, strength warfare. I'll buy the body parts. Doesn't fit in an inventory. What exactly did I click?
Marvelous magic right at your fingertips.
It's half my money. I'll buy another masterwork rune.
Marvelous magic right at your fingertips.
Might be able to sell a couple of items. I can at least craft shitty armors if nothing else and sell those if we get into a tough spot. We're not quite there yet, but there's the but.
Marvelous magic right at your fingertips. Marvelous magic right at your fingertips. Marvelous magic right at your fingertips.
Let's see how wisely we chose. I'm gonna do a little... Okay, the mummified hand doesn't fit in inventories.
Marvelous magic right at your fingertips.
I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna save and eat these unique body parts with some meals, see what happens. Lord Eredor's hand. The mummified hand of the long-dead Lord Eredor. When you pick it up, sparks fly from his desiccated fingertips.
I can feel Lord Eredor's power surging through me. My fingertips are alive with fiery energy.
Meteor shower. Wait, is it a skill or a... Yeah, okay, I was thinking if it was an innate skill that would be one thing. I couldn't use this anyway, and if I wanted this I would have bought it as a spell long ago. That's worthless. What about the other two? Anorian's leg. The mummified leg of the long-dead Anorian. Oil appears to have been used to preserve the ancient flesh.
That was disgusting. Yet now I have that oily power within me. Worth it? Worth it.
So you get high-level spells.
Those eyes. Those eyes. But now I know what made them gleam so. Apotheosis.
And we had that already. So basically, for... You can buy... There are spell books. Skill books. But you would have bought all of these by this point anyway. It doesn't make sense to add them as skills. I mean, if you could add them as natural skills... That might be too overpowered though. To bypass memory in a drastic way. But they're unique ones. It's not like, well, I suppose you can get other skills from the normal body parts too, but that's just money. You might as well just fucking take thievery or bartering and you probably get more out of that. So that's not good. That is shit, in fact. And I just sell them. I sort of want to get rid of them. I can't transfer this. I don't understand what it means. It doesn't fit in inventory. What the fuck does that mean? It's only weighs 1 though, so Phoenix egg. Called to the touch. It is carved from stone. Perhaps if could catch it given enough time. Ah, for fuck's sakes. I think I know what you should have done with this. We went in the temple of the imps. There was time was being manipulated. Or maybe you could have used it there to hatch it. Let time pass, basically. Possibly. Right, I bought something. Bought a weapon. Energy weapon. Right, instead of physical damage we can choose to do fire damage. We don't want to necessarily use this now. I'm interested in the maximum damage it'll do. We do want to add a rune to it now. In fact, we want a fire rune. Fire and water I think are intelligence. Masterwork and earth strength. Lightning and venom finesse. So I don't know if we want to add a frame to the power rune. Maybe maybe a mystical frame. I mean, intellect does nothing for us really. Range +1. Well, whoopie fucking do. There's no harm in it at least, so might as well add it. Right, we do about 1000 damage. I think it's totally physical. Some fire in there. Right, 1078. What about pure fire?
Most marvellous magic, right at your fingertips.
Not nearly as much. The main issue is that we have a lot of skills that add to the physical damage. Ah, that's why we should have added the power, because intellect would have raised the fire damage we do. Right. It's still gonna be massively weaker, but it's a way to... it's a tool we have now in our use. It is what it is. I need to talk to Sabine about these elves.
What's on your mind, darling?
Ask what she thinks of Sahila's words about the fate of the elves.
I think she's a mad woman. She was there in Fort Joy, and she's here still in Arx. Yet what does she speak of after all she's been through? Nothing but death and domination. She has learned nothing, but I have. Live and let live, I say. Thus endeth the lesson.
What's our next move?
Last I heard, godhood awaits. If only we can wrest it from Dallas. First, we find her. Then, we roll for the greatest fate of them all.
Most marvellous magic.
You have the
right
trust
at
of
your
Lord
fingertips.
Arch. Show you deserve
Cathedral.
the trust of Lord
I
Arch.
want to go there.
Show you deserve it.
Black House. I want to go there. Park Schoolhouse.
What is this? Am I dreaming? I went to my bunk after patrol duties, and now... this. I'll wake up in a minute. Winslow's snoring always wakes me. This can't be real.
Inform her that this is no dream, she is dead. If she tells you what she knows about the Black Ring, then you will release her. No, try to get her to tell what she knows about the Black Ring.
The spirit wails and babbles incoherently. It's clear she knows nothing about the Black Ring.
What about Dallas?
I saw her enter the city with the whites. Or did I? Did I dream it? Am I dreaming you?
Lady Augusta.
A well-dressed dwarf woman lies on the cobbles, giggling drunkenly to herself.
Remark that she's too well healed to be some homeless drunk and ask what happened to her.
I wish I was bloody homeless. Then I'd be home already. No, I was at a wedding. Beggars kicked me out. Said I was causing a scene.
Ask about the wedding.
The usual fuss. The groom's a local alchemist, marrying the daughter of some big shot merchant.
Ask how she got into the wedding in the first place. Is she a relative?
They'd hardly kick out their own flesh and blood, would they? I barely know any of them. Friends of business acquaintances.
Say that you want to get into the wedding. Can she help you?
Invitation only, I'm afraid.
Okay, can I take your invitation if she no longer needs it?
Eh? No. Why would I do that?
Remark that she might feel embarrassed over what happened once she sobers up. If she gives you her invitation, it'll be one less reminder for her to deal with in the morning.
Fine, fine. Take the bloody thing. Now, off with you. I can feel a void walking of a headache coming along.
They're off. Ain't no one going no good.
Let's walk around this for once. See what special things they have in store for us. The grey cat there. There was a lone shark too.
This place had it coming. They brought the void upon themselves.
Bewitched Muppet. One of the artificial toys of the toy maker. Okay, did the doll kill all of these or what?
A puppet stands motionless before you, just like the ones you saw animated by toy seller Sanders.
Something inside you whispers that there's more to this plaything than meets the eye. Reach out and touch it.
You can feel a measure of source inside the puppet, coiling around its mechanisms. You suddenly realize it's looking up at you with an expression of alarm.
Please, leave me. I mean no harm. Not anymore.
Ask what it means.
They gave me too much life. More than the others. They did not see that we were in a bad place. But I did. So I fled.
Gave you life. Ask what it means.
You call it source. They put it in me so I could watch. So I could kill. But they put in too much. I feel too much. I do not want to kill.
Remark that it mentioned others. Are there more like it in the place it came from?
There are many others. They are less like me. They bear less life. They are content to kill any who enter the bad place.
Say that you want to hear about this bad place that it came from.
Our room of death. To prevent others from reaching one who is already dead. There are other rooms, all to protect a corpse. And above, a great hall of weepers and chanters.
Ask for more information about its escape.
I fled when two others entered. A woman in white and a hooded man. I did not see what became of them. Dead in the bad place, most likely.
So it'll be below the cathedral, I guess. And the toy maker is making dolls to guard that place. Okay. Say that it must be able to tell you more about this place. Is there a way to get through it safely?
There are many levers. Most spell death, but a select few spell power. Seek power to seek freedom. This is what our design dictates. Master engraved it upon us at birth. Hiding location compromised. Seeking new refuge opportunities.
Elementary logic and arithmetic, grades 2 to 4. History of Greater Rivellon, grades 2 to 4. Wait, Stardust. Probably a buried treasure here somewhere. No. A bloody corpse though. Decapitated. The beach is a dead end, so I'll look at it. Take a quick look at it. Why so many dead Voidwoken? Yeah, we've been here. I'm interested a little bit about what the moneylender is about. Old lady's house. It seems innocent enough. That's what makes it suspicious. Nothing is simple in a game like this. Always is some sort of a horror show of some sort, or a convoluted mess.
Mrs. Griff still lets me come over and play, as long as I don't run off too far. Sometimes we do our ABCs.
This place is already overrun with addicts and orphans. And now I've got to deal with, what? A wayward pilgrim?
The woman shakes her head and sighs.
I should stop caring so much, but the kids shouldn't suffer. They don't deserve this void-infested hellhole we're handing to them.
What is this place exactly?
What is it? Or what was it? Two different things, you know. Used to be a school. My husband Griff and I, we taught the local kids what we could. History, politics, writing, reading, a little cooking, a little alchemy. The parents paid what they could. It was enough. Then the Voidwoken came, and the Magisters took Griff away to Fort Joy. Said he was luring the monsters in, like my sweet Griff would ever do such a thing.
He's the camp boss at Fort Joy.
Now it's this. I'm stuck scrubbing Lady Kem's filthy floors in exchange for coin most days. And I don't have the energy to shoo away the junkies that wander in.
Griff, say you came across him during your days in the Joy.
You know him? Was he holding up okay?
Yeah, he was a leader. He looked after his fellow sorcerers.
That sounds like Griff, all right. I'm telling you, if he were here, he'd have this place cleaned up in no time. If the squatters were gone, I could start fresh. Scour the place down, get the school going again. Get out from under Lady Kem's posh thumb.
Tell her you'll see what you can do.
Well, I wouldn't refuse your help. If Griff can't be here, maybe you're the next best thing.
Beryl hums a few random notes, just a few, but in those notes you discern a crumb of hope.
What exactly?
His words are hot
Sister
and black.
Chori.
Shimmers around the blood path. March for
We have access to some of the stuff here without counting as thievery.
And you thought Rivellon was flat.
Open book. Roll call. Belglin, Grieve Seri, Just Jenny, Kem Egbert, Kem Madeline, Payne Marlin, Ward, Bobby, Webby 4. Everyone's absent.
Been a while since any new students were registered here. Not that this comes as any surprise. Just look at the place.
An old note.
Junk.
It's not junk. Note to self. Forbid the children from bringing pets to class in future. Buttons may be a very cute kitten, but it causes too much of a distraction every time Iris brings him along.
Buttons. That's the name of the undead cat from Blood Moon Island.
Then Iris must be the name of the little girl.
Huh. That's one mystery solved. We'd go demon slaying now. This is an easy job. Yeah, we could go rescue the possessed child. Iris. No, let's deal with this one since we're here. How exactly are we supposed to get in there, though? They blocked it fairly thoroughly, and if I move this around, they'll probably get upset. Back door. I'll likely have to convince some of them to just cooperate.
He will guide us there to the Star Hall. The fog can...
Well, school's out, I dare say.
Look over there. Shiny light. Do you see them? The mist steps. Each one is an echo of Lucian's dreams. Pray be his. They lead through the silver puffs and into the hall.
She bows towards nothing in particular and fingers the collar of her priestly garb, then looks at you with dark, sunken eyes.
Not her unusual behavior. It must be quite the trip she's having.
I am blessed, fresh pearl, by Drudene and Divinity. I glide on Lucian's breath and feed on his sighs and smiles. For him, I would walk the path of blood. He needs only sing the command. I'm not like the Cat Lord, our Hulu. He slinks around and under and over and inside. He would skim the path and miss the blood.
The priest raises her head and screams to the ceiling.
Lucian, my wings are ready. I will flap and flit-flop when your words go blue. Our Hulu does not deserve your warm.
Ask about the Cat Lord, our Hulu.
I hear he avoids Lucian's Toughmaker, the path of blood. He is a defiler of Lucian's will, Shine Beast. The crypt waits for only divine, devout, devoted. It is not an easy make trial. Bypass the blood and Lucian brings the rumble. Skyquakes across the heavens, what Lucian said. Punishment for the easy walk.
The priest waves her arms through the air, drawing your attention to these non-existent skyquakes.
Shoo away the dope priest. She's not welcome here. No, not
She bobs
yet.
her head back and forth to an unheard...
Let's talk with everyone so we get an idea about what the hell is going on. Also, I'm taking away your drugs.
The clock ticks to our final breath, Twinkle Buds. But Lucian makes the hours wide green. Follow not the Catman. His words are hot and black. He shimmers around the blood path. March for Lucian, flicker imps. He will guide us there to the Star Hall. The fog can carry you.
The man's wide eyes flit from one object to the next. The desks, the candles, the floorboards. He is in inexplicable awe of it all.
The clock ticks to our final breath.
Drug addicts. Proper drug addicts.
The hours wide green.
Herb sister goes on and on, but can't say I hear the mouth words. It's mostly drops of purple and tree songs that come to me.
He will guide us there to the Star Hall.
My good, wonderful, wise woman. You bring Drudene, yes?
Motion to the plants and pipes scattered around. Is there not plenty already?
Yeah, but I'm so comfortable. See?
He stretches out his arms and legs, yawning the entire while. He pats his bedroll and rests his head in the dimple left behind, then smiles at you. Indeed, he is most comfortable.
Okay, introduce yourself. What is his story?
I hear enough stories. I see enough past. Every bite taken and memory gained means knowing a new atrocity. All past is past and stays in past. Now is now, and always now. This is now, we are now. No memory and no future time.
His words are hot and black. He shimmers around the blood path. March for Lucian, flicker imps. He will
I'm telling you,
guide us
they're just jealous. They shouldn't be complaining, they should be celebrating. A thief that can steal from the Thieves' Guild. I should be their queen.
Titanic Ring. Warfare Pyrokinetic Summoning. A Thieves' Guild. Interesting. Ask what that's all about.
You got a brain, yeah? You understand words? It's a group of kids that steal stuff. It ain't all that complicated. At least, not for smart people. Kick me out, though. All because I took some stupid plate from the stash. I was just trying to show 'em I could, I swear.
Okay, so you're intrigued. Where can you find the Thieves' Guild?
Look,
They may not want me around anymore, but I'm no snitch.
Shake your head in exasperation. Why would she remain loyal after they've kicked her to the streets?
Yeah, you know what? You're right. What'd they ever do for me anyway?
She points to the Thieves' Guild's location on your map and rubs her palms together.
Besides, you're bound to stir up some trouble over there. Ought to be good fun.
He will guide us there to the star.
They're just brats, all of them. If the Thieves' Guild had any sense, I'd be leading him, not hanging with oboes.
Mention the Dippy Priest. Does she do any work for her?
Here and there. She pays me to bring those funny plants, long as I promise not to eat any of them. Don't know why I would. It smells nasty, like crocodile poo. And I've smelled crocodile poo, so I know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Not sure I have a good solution to this issue at the moment. I could always steal the Divinity pipes, but I'm not sure how's that really gonna solve things.
Follow not the Catman. His words are hot and black. He shimmies around the blood path. March for Lucian, flicker imps. He will guide us there to the star.
Beryl Griff asked us to help reclaim the schoolhouse. Thieves, addicts, and outcasts. And maybe we need to know more about these people, I mean where they have been outcast from, so that way we might be starting to get rid of them. For example, Trina and the Thieves Guild and Mr. Chori and the Cathedral maybe. Trinanai Fiends might be just enough if we take away the drugs.
His words are hot and black. He shimmers around the blood path. March for
Right. I want to talk to the cat inside this building.
Weirdos in the cellar chase me away. You believe that? I don't. And I tried my best purring and my best meowing. I even did the slink thing against their legs. No luck.
Weirdos in the cellar. Yeah, that's Source. Not good.
You see yourself in the mirror. It's quite a sight.
Where exactly would this cellar be? Looking at the locations here, there aren't that many places to potentially be. Maybe the kitchen, they would be the likeliest place, but I don't see any obvious point there either. There. We can jump to it. Okay. I think I want to deal with the possessed child thing. Might just give us an excuse to visit our base too. We are talking to people there. Something happening. Wait. How do you get inside the ship?
The statue reaches toward the sky. The bottom drops out from...
Did you know Malady taught me how to sneak out of here, even though we're in the Hall of Echoes? So I can still get some things for you, if you want. Of course. Told you I would, didn't I?
Source orbs.
Sure thing. I'll start hunting that...
Godwoken, how can I help?
Ask him about Karen the Mistake. Does he carry the burden of the Seeker's greatest error?
We were naive. We needed a Godwoken to ascend, and we assumed that a Godwoken would merit ascension. Our error cost us dear. Many died. But the Mistake did not ascend. For that we can be grateful. It was a painful lesson on the dangers of the Godwoken. But if the Mistake did not ascend, perhaps Divinity would indeed alight on the most deserving. I hope this is the case, eh, Godwoken?
Tell him Karen the Mistake is dead.
He exhales, a long release of pure relief.
His was a terrible story that leaves few of us covered in glory. But the story at least is over. And yours goes on. For that, I'm grateful. I pray we do not make the same mistakes again.
Oh. Level 19 Iron Gloves. Telekinesis initiative. Sneaking movement. Scoundrel Air of the Earth summoning. These are all terrible. As is tradition, I suppose. I mean, some of them might be theoretically slightly better than what we're using. But the skills themselves are terrible. I'll take the gauntlets. Although the boots would be guaranteed to be at least slightly better. Yeah, we don't use Geomancer, and Constitution, while nice, is not that interesting. So we'll get better armoring, and better movement, and better dodging. That's guaranteed to be useful at least.
You're lucky that I enjoy a bumpy ride, my dear. Our arrival here was vigorous, even for my tastes. I'm still eternally grateful for all you've done for me, of course. In fact, here, take this. I suspect you'll find use for it soon enough.
Silencing stare. Ask her if she's been to Arx before.
This place? No. Arx is clogged with Divine Order lackeys, from what I understand. It's not the sort of town where a girl like me could let her hair down, unfortunately.
Quite a landing. I should know better by now than to think we're safe.
Ask him if he knows anything about Arx.
I was stationed here for a short time. There was a strong Magister presence back then. A large barracks. A jail. The Whites were based there too, but their dealings were a mystery to me. I heard a rumour once that they had secret chambers built into the foundations of the barracks, that you could hear whispers in the walls at night. But I never saw or heard anything myself.
Remark that he shows remarkable trust in Almyra. Isn't he afraid that she might enthrall him? I don't even want to ask. Doesn't seem probable. I mean, if she wanted to do it, who would stop her?
I am glad to have met you, my friend. You let me taste freedom, and now my journey is at an end. Go. Meet your destiny.
Yeah, but any other people here I still need to talk to? Yes, Tarquin. You fiddle with your little thing, but you never produce results.
You must truly savor my company, Godwoken. Something you wanted?
Anathema. Is it ready? No. Say that you know about his involvement with resurrecting Redimant, or rather, Brachus Rex.
Tarquin's jaw tightens.
I dabble in all forms of learning, necromancy included. Can you really blame me for being talented? Can you really blame me when I'm forced to use my skills against my will?
I've had no complaints about Tarquin, really, so I wouldn't really pick a fight here. Concede that it's not his fault if he was indeed forced to bring back Brachus.
Dallas willed it, and I was in no position to refuse. She wanted to use Brachus to sniff out the Aeteran, to use a tyrannical king as a personal bloodhound, so she could get her hands on the most powerful purging device the world's ever seen.
She thinks she can control him. She is wrong. A creature like him will find a way to break his shackles. He must be eradicated. That's why I sought the pieces of anathema. It's the only thing that can slay him.
What could possibly best the greatest act of necromancy ever performed? Reversing it. That's what. Here, take anathema and keep it close. Without it, you are nothing to Brachus.
Thanks, I will. Level 19, 100 sword. Level 19, 100 mace. 200 mace. Water. The abilities in the weapon are pure bullshit. Oh, wits plus 5, that's good. Strength armor too. We probably could buy at least a good shield if nothing else. Yeah, this is vastly superior to the current one. Armor wise there's not a big difference, but I have the leggings because they have +1 leadership. This would have quite a bit more. +5 initiative would be very, very welcome. What about you? What trousers are you using? Something a little bit better. Level 20 trousers. Not bad. There are 2 pair of divine boots too. Those could be useful. Nice looking shields. Terrible shields.
I've got sword fighters, mages, archers, all
Level
willing to
16,
fight by
level
your
16.
side if the price is right.
And you could always buy extra runes if you're so inclined. I think I'll settle for what we have. I'm not gonna buy anything new. I want to buy stuff I know I have use for right now and not in some theoretical situation. Still, Anathema, 200 sword, can only be used once, right? Legends say this ancient weapon could even defeat the mighty Brachus Rex, 25,000 in value. Level 19. +5 strength, +5 constitution, +2 warfare, +2 two-handed, unrepairable, brittle. So it will be destroyed.
Expert warriors for hire.
This has to go to the rip. Well, at least that was useful. Less than 1,000,000 for a level up. I don't think there's anything particularly useful in the lower levels. Might be an equipment chest that I have accidentally dumped equipment to, so I'll check that. But I think that's gonna be good enough. Storage chest. There is a pouch of superior pixie dust. Rhymes of the scribes. And a bowl.
Like to take a look at what I've been working on? Go up by all means.
Two-handed mace of level 18. Not interested. Divine wand. Spine winder. Level 18, not interested. Doesn't mean it's necessarily bad, just a single level can make a massive difference at this point. Did we have any prisoners still? Yes. I'm actually shocked that we have. Dallas's assistants.
As you approach, the silent monk
Wonder if there's a chance to get something out of those. Right. Save the possessed child.
Another card. Hopefully Lucian will grant me his blessing.
Keep strong. Lucian will preserve you.
In need of something, traveller? A pleasure doing business.
I pledge
Even
my
now.
soul, O Lucian. Please return.
Another card.
No, I'm holding.
I feel awful.
Pilgrim this, pilgrim that. There's a paladin moving around here. I don't recall if I ever talked with him.
No sense hanging around here. If it's my driver, my cart wolf. Look at him.
Didn't notice this bloated corpse before.
Don't worry. I'll send word.
Ah, right. Let's rescue little Iris.
You must seek to torment her too. Every time you draw near, she screams and pleads. The terror of the pure is beautiful.
Tell the girl that you are going to help her resist the demon.
She cannot resist us. She is nothing. She doesn't even have a name.
Say that you're going to give the girl a name. Restoring her identity will give her the strength to beat the demon.
A harsh, rattling laugh.
You put too much faith in the girl's spirit. She cannot resist us.
Call her by her true name, Iris.
The girl's eyes start to clear, and this time they stay clear.
No! No! The child is ours! You will not save her!
Holy shit. I took about 1500 points of damage from that one. And it's level 18. Opportunist, morning person, torture, unstable. Will explode when killed. As physical damage. Right, fire won't work, earth won't work, poison won't work. Are these the same? Fire won't, no. Fire won't work though. Fire won't work. That's a mage. That's another mage. They will suck a lot as life. Demon Celerity. That's probably a lot of extra damage. Start action point +1, action point recovery, movement, fire and earth immunity. Fire immunity aura, right. So that's where it comes from. Hard one to hit. Could turn her into a chicken, I suppose, but I'm not sure I want to do that. Am I using higher level weapons? Yeah, level 19, level 20, if I don't hit. I really needed the accuracy boost to function properly. Yeah, there's a pretty big probability that we're not hitting shit. This is a guaranteed. Right, that'll help it at least a little bit. I need to be able to disable this one. The other doesn't matter so much. I don't want to wake him up. Needs a little bit more targeted attack then. Have to be physical, otherwise it makes no sense, so but we shall switch places. They'll drain life from the poison, blood though. Missed! Oh, for fuck's sakes. It's not enough to kill him. Silence! That's not good enough. His turn is gonna come up fairly quickly. What could I do to disable you? He's already woken up, so no point in no point attacking him the best we got. Yes, shield. If I could get the ice shards, ice band attack just hit him, that would do it. Oh, didn't notice you. Oops. Now the blood rain makes it hard to say when the spell starts to affect him. Turn gaze again. Earth immunity aura. And a distraction. Oh, thank God. In a bit of a tight spot, so we had to react through some means. And it hit a block, for fuck's sakes. Save her ass. Oh, it's nice to see that I'm not the only one who's screwing things up badly. Right, male Terras can be probably killed without too much trouble. And to kill the gay kid while you're at it though. You sort of did shit. How? Because he will explode when he's killed, that's why. He'll do physical damage. Totally forgot about that. I mean, it's trivial to just resurrect Sabine, but I'm not okay with that. That's a very basic screw up. You need to get rid of him. Can't kill the demon next to the child. And the fight isn't that bad, I just screwed things up a bit. We have to reconsider the weapon on Sabine. Like, seriously reconsider it. Her accuracy is just terrible. Could we switch things around? We can, but it won't make a difference. We'd have to switch the amulet itself. It is what it is. It'll go away once we get the next level up.
You must seek to. She cannot resist us.
A harsh.
You put too much.
The girl's eye.
No. The child is ours. You will not save her.
We'll need to get rid of the shields. That's her part in this.
Prepare yourself.
Alright, you do need physical armor. Need to disable you somehow. But we can't kill that one no matter what. Need to attack one of them. Probably want to use the raised bone, son of a bitch. That's a backstabbing son of a bitch if I've ever seen one. Okay, we're not exactly doing well, but we're not doing badly either. Target blocked my ass. Well, apparently I can't do anything about that, so we'll have to go somewhere else. He'll probably die if he moves. Is that it? To disable you somehow. I don't really have all that many energy attacks left. Servant of Death is next. Might be able to entangle him. That's the best I can do. They'll fight each other then. Next guy, Servant of Venom. Not much I can do about that.
I'll yield to none.
Right, need to screw over him somehow. That was a stupid thing to do, because we have fire attack, right? Cancelled Frozen. I'll save here. We just need to disable him, but we do need to disable him. Don't actually care all that much about him. The Venom guy cannot be left alone anymore. It's starting to cause us serious amount of trouble. Who's next? Servant of Death. Slowed. Could attack him, but that's a problem of a different kind. So no matter what I do, it's sort of bad.
Doesn't it?
Servant of Venom. I'm fairly sure I can kill him at least. I did it the wrong way around again. Right, you have to die. And it should be Los's turn. Why isn't... Yeah, I think I have enough points to kill him. Yeah. This is why you have adrenaline. When you just didn't quite reach what you wanted to reach. At the same time, I'm not sure if I can kill it. If I hit with something a little bit more powerful, he'll die. Shit. I need a physical attack, but I can't really do it. Might be able to cause enough damage through other means. Are you immune to this? No, but highly resistant.
Her voice shrinks to an awed, overcome whisper.
Thank you.
Search her eyes. She's been through a lot. Ask her how she's feeling.
She averts her gaze from yours. Her lower lip trembles as she speaks.
The monster... It made me do things. Horrible things.
She takes a deep breath, then raises her head and meets your gaze. Her stare is resolute, aged far beyond her years.
It showed me how bad things can get. But I'm still here, and it isn't. I think I'll be all right now.
I wonder what she'll do now.
I don't know. Maybe my family's still out there somewhere. Or maybe I'm alone. Maybe that's a good thing. I've had to share my head for so long. It'll be good to be alone for a while.
She falls into a contemplative silence for a moment, then perks up once again.
Hey, do you know the magic-y stuff everyone's so scared of? Source. I can use Source. It helped me to keep the monster from winning entirely. I don't need it anymore.
I want you to have it. I'm going to go and find my cat now. He must be lonely without me. Bye. I won't forget you.
Source orbs. Holy shit. I could not have really hoped for anything better. These are used in a lot of recipes, but they're also always producing some piece of shit. I wonder if they're used in spell scrolls. Or maybe some of the more powerful potions. They seem to be the ultimate ingredient. And there's way too many of them. Like the game is intentionally throwing a ton of them your way. It's level 18 armor, so it's a piece of crap. We got some, maybe about 100,000 experience points from it. But more importantly, wrapped it up. Warm up probably for our own little trial. Where's Jahan? I think he was in the refugee camp.
I'm the last merchant till inside the city gates. Get what you need or you'll regret it.
I feel awful.
He should have a permanent buff on his head. He did a spot in a crowd.
Me too.
Yeah, I think he's already gone into the city.
Me too.
Only fog.
I suppose I'll end. I'll go and buy another adrenaline bicycle book. He thinks that.
He gives you a grim nod of acknowledgement, one fighter to another.
Survey the scene and ask what happened.
He sighs through his teeth, shaking his head slowly, but doesn't answer. Inclining his head toward the city, he nods to you and turns away.
I don't really expect to find much here. Right. So, Spirit of Hubert Oak.
The spirit of an older man observes the nearby painter. He tut-tuts to himself.
That poor boy is wasting his time, walking upon well-trodden paths. I thought I raised him better than that. Did you tell him what you thought of his little picture?
Mentioned that you gave him your thoughts, yes.
Unfortunate, isn't it? He isn't without talent, but he never overcame the fact that he was my son.
Ask if he's the one who painted the Sacrifice of Lucian.
Of course, my finest work. I drew upon everything I had for that piece, all of my skills, my experience. Why, there's even my own blood and sauce on that canvas.
Mentioned that his paintings sound fascinating. You'll have to go and see it for yourself.
They are part of a private collection now, Lord Kem's. Perhaps he'll grant you a viewing, but I doubt it. There's a reproduction on display at the cathedral. Not the same as viewing the original, of course, but it gives the great unwashed something to pray before.
Diplomatically say that his son is entitled to his opinion.
Of course I am. I painted the greatest works of art that Arx has ever seen. The Sacrifice of Lucy.
Yeah.
The man stares unblinkingly at his canvas, lost deep in his thoughts.
Self-preservation is for the most part, but the original, he keeps it locked away somewhere.
You might as well always check this one too. We're lucky she might have something new for sale.
Get to it or get moving. It's the business.
Something worth buying, rather.
Why don't you just skedaddle on
Two-handed
out?
axe, level 19. Strength, two-handed, burning, blinded, cleave damage. Not bad. I mean, not bad at all. Yeah, we currently have level 19 that has +1 two-handed. This would have that plus +3 strength, but so does the... No, it also has an empty rune slot, so that'll be actually +6 strength in total. Yes. It's a slight improvement in damage, +3 strength basically, in exchange for 15,000 gold. Don't think it's worth it. It is somewhat better, but it's not realistically speaking needed. Plus 50% cleave damage is something I don't get though, so that might be a big deal. But again, since I don't know what it means, it's not exactly all that attractive.
We need more than wits on these. Is there more on your mind?
Chloroform. Where the hell is it? There we go. I wonder if he wants to buy Lord Eredor's hand. Probably never going to use the hat at the stage again. Right. Who needs it next? You're the only one left, I think. Some of these skills are almost never used. Don't really like the dazing bolts, but I suppose the worm tremor is the one I'll usually give it less. And replace with adrenaline. This is not a good placement for these. Adrenaline should be on the first page. Thunderstorm is rarely used. Can afford to be somewhere else. Wait. Where to now? We've done Beast's side quests, appeals for my own and Lose's and Red Princess is still missing. So I think we should go with the Red Princess side quest. So pull our ass to the lizard consulate. If we don't get every kind of a side quest done, that's not that big of a deal, but we really want all the big companion quests done. That's pretty much the minimum we must do. So the sooner we can get those out of the way, the better. I'm not sure I want to do try to scrounge up every little minor detail in this map, because it's clearly the last.
And I bet you do too.
But we want the big things and the proper quests, big points of interest, that sort of stuff, like the old lady's house and the basement there. It's clearly nothing important, but we want to see what's there. Same with the Dorian Gall trying to murder his father-in-law. We need to know what the options are and what the rewards are, so we plan for future events. It'll buy a lot of time, or save a lot of time when you have to redo these things. Right.
Tragedies such as these.
Love lizards.
Yourself and your loved ones. Join us in the endless.
I think when we go there, whatever is happening here will be pushed forward quite quickly. Push in, kill Void Walk, and yeah, this is a large area. A lot of fire, a lot of Void Walking.